tell everyone how much you have or have not appreciated the involvement. It's been a phenomenal response to you being here.
What, from the audience? Oh no, but as I said in the beginning, it's been one. I didn't expect it. As soon as got here, it was Facebook. Obviously, it was on the Final Control emails. It was in the chat rooms and so on. And yeah, I do appreciate it. It's obviously not having directed before at all, and all the buttons and not speaking loudly enough or slowly enough. So, but everything has been. I mean, obviously, have been some comments about my volume in the FCC, which I'm working on. But all positive comments. So I'm enjoying it. I mean, the views are important, and they all. It's a warm environment once again. Yeah.
And you feel welcome, apart from me.
Yes, no, of course.
I hope I make you feel welcome as well.
Yes, you do.
It's got a ball. Well, anything else you want to say specific? Maybe a little dance or a song?
Not on my first Fireside Chat.
Not?
No.
Is there a small promise there maybe for another Fireside Chat?
Of course, yes.
Maybe on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day we'll all be dancing, so yes, then we can dance then. Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the warm welcome, as I said, and for joining us on the Fireside Chat. And yes, I'll be giving over to someone who will hopefully be running to my side quite soon. But yes.
Well, guys, as you know, we're sort of playing musical seats here. I'm just going to sit here because I'm lazy and I like sitting by the fire. No, hopefully not. But yeah, Alicia's going to jump up. Herman's going to come join us. So we're just quickly reshuffling a few things. And yeah, it's been fun. Like I said earlier, actually, we started speaking about it and we had a small sound glitch. Originally we thought Herman was going to Herman jump in. There'll be someone on camera just now. Guys, just so you know, Herman, just stick your head in here, just here, so people can see you are here already. So the camera will move just now. Pete's going to come out in a second. But let me just quickly finish what I tried to say earlier and already now again, is that maybe after you come back, Herman and Pete are going on leave. This is their last Fireside Chat. They're going on leave next Saturday. Herman was planning to sort of sit in this chair, I guess, sort of for the Fireside Chat and go through it a bit. And it would have worked in a way easier, I think, talking to Leishan, obviously, because he could have asked her a few more questions. Obviously, I know very much what's going on in her life as she does in mine. But I quite enjoyed that, actually. It was our first time interacting together on camera, and down the line we will be doing a lot more of it. Obviously, all of us. It will always be all of us. But as I said, for myself and for Leishan, it's going to be fun to get out there together as well and share a lot of these personal experiences with you and you with us as well. Mr. Gerber.
How's it?
Yes, you look hot.
I am, thank you.
And pleasure. Fire's got nothing to do with it, I'm sure.
Not at all.
Yeah, when you know what's going on, you can say, look, I'm going to quickly just stoke the fire because
cool,
it's
man,
out there and smoking.
Yeah, it was very cool standing by the fire and seeing you and Leishan talk. I mean, we've spent a lot of time, all of us here at camp around the fire, and we've all gotten to get to know Leishan. And yeah, she's not bad, huh? No, it's great having her around camp, and it's she just fits in immediately. Huh? She's part of the team. She's
certainly
very cool.
is, in many ways. And it's not the reason why I think she's amazing, but the cooking is very good.
Yeah,
tonight's after Fireside Bar is going to be better than usual.
Yeah, for sure.
Herman, we always talk about bits just quickly as well, and actually I just almost forgot about it. Like I said just now, Peter and Herman are leaving, so we must keep in mind it's their last Fireside Chat until next year. We'll only see them again next year on the Fireside Chat. The bits you've been busy working on are sort of busy the build up and everything surrounding getting ready for the whole Dixie project. I think that's pretty much what's going to be going on. Dixie and Karula, I think that's our two main things for the next week or two.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I filmed some of the wrapping of the presents, which was a great experience as well. We did it over at Yuri and Papa's house, and well, in the next day or two we'll certainly have a bit about that as well. I'm looking very forward to still work around with some of the footage, and I'm sure it's going to be something that's going to just add on to the great experience we're looking forward to on the 25th.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And just a little bit, I think, we should play around sometimes more with sitting comfortably, first of all. As soon as I sit too straight up, I think the conversation gets too serious as well. Where are you going for your break? Somewhere cool?
Yeah, not that cool, eh? Well, it's cool because there's a beach and there's some cool waves. But yeah, I'm going to the coast a bit, close to Mossel Bay. Going to spend some time there with my family. and also a couple of friends, and spend as much time as possible on the beach and in the sea.
Yeah, you're going to be surfing a bit as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I've started off surfing last year a bit, and I'm getting more and more into that. So I'm looking really forward to that. Just spending some time in the water. That's the only thing I really miss here. Everything is perfect except for there's not a sea. Well, we can't just go to a beach.
I see, would be nice, eh?
Yeah.
Well, there's a sea. It's not that far. It's not that close either, but it's in that direction. Now, I've always said, if I find a place where there's a mountain behind me with a bit of savanna and acacias in between, a river on my one side with a beautiful estuary, and an ocean in the front with warm waters breaking in a perfect, well, point break would be ideal. And lots of wild animals, then, you know, I'm going to build a house there and I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay there. So you're going to go to some of those aspects.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So it's going to be also good to be out for New Year's. I'm sure it'll be fun. And then also seeing a family, obviously, is always very good.
Yeah, it's very nice to go back home every now and then.
Good. And also, I mean, the other thing you've been busy with today, it was going to be a bit of a relaxed Sunday for us, but you've been plumbing, eh?
Yeah, I've been plumbing, and I don't know anything about plumbing. But I quickly, well, with Pete and Peter's support, he gave me a few pointers, and at the end, after the second time, my whole room was full of water. I got everything figured out. That I won't be sleeping in water tonight. I'll be sleeping on a dry, warm bed.
Good job on that as well. Herman, anything else you can think of that you want to say just as a last sort of fireside moment? Obviously, there will still be opportunity during the week on drives and so on. Yeah, we're also playing with the idea of maybe Peter and Herman doing a drive together towards the end of the week, just before they go, sort of musical chairs a little bit on the vehicle, just to alternate the experience a little bit. But anything else? Just
this morning sighting, with Karula, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I haven't been that close to her in quite some time. I think Simon was with you on the vehicle the last time you saw her. So it was very cool just to be very close to a very special leopard again.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I spoke about it quite at length during the drive. I know there was a question again from, I think it was Roseanne that asked, and one or two people afterwards. Not to go into it too much again now, because it sort of fitted into the drive earlier. But it was a very special experience just in terms of all the different interactions, in terms of behavior. Now, for me, always animal behavior has been one of the things that really fascinates me about wildlife. And certainly, like I always say, the most interesting animal of all are us, so our behavior as well. And then if you start looking at the symbiosis or the relationship between different species, obviously our species we can understand quite well because we all speak a similar language to an extent, and all of us at the moment speak the same language even, but you know what I mean, there's an interaction. And this morning was a very interesting experience in that, where from the animal behavior, from seeing Karula, and Herman, you've seen Karula a few times now over the last few months, Peter's seen her as well, but you can imagine for myself, I've seen Karula now over 2 years. It was just totally different behavior. I hadn't seen a behavior like it before, but secondly, which was really interesting, or firstly, which was really interesting, is that the behavior wasn't because of us. When we drove in there, even though she snarled at us a little bit and she moved around when we came closer, I mean, like I said, I even thought it was a different leopard at first. The behavior wasn't because of us, and I could immediately pick that up. I could immediately see that in how she behaved, and then figuring out the story. It's a little bit like sort of a detective story, you know, seeing why would that be, and then you figure it out. Oh, her behavior is like that because of those, and the people at the lodge at the time, and then getting the information from one of those people that were cleaning lots actually. Then we got the next bit of information about the food. So it's a very interesting scenario of where was what interfering. We could of course have left everything, but it would have just caused stress for the people, caused stress for the